talk about. So Degxify is now, I would say, 10 times more powerful than you've known it. It's down 10 times more, way more powerful than you've ever known it. Because our devs, our team members, our technical team members are cooking something really good for everybody. And we believe that everybody is going to be a good partaker of it. So let's get into it. So before I share my screen, right just before I share my screen, I want to let you guys know something. Degxify is that platform that can elevate you. Degxify is that platform that can take you from nearly nothing to something, because it is what I've been using for a while. And it's really, really been life-changing, I must tell you guys. It's really, really, really been life-changing. So make sure you are in tune with whatever I'm going to tell you, and also whatever I'm going to be showing you tonight. Good. Now, liquidity provision made easy with Degxify. That's what I need you guys to know. There's liquidity provision made easy, and now we have brand new features coming up on Degxify. And one of the brand new features, which will be talked about by some other speaker I'll bring up later on, is the copy degen feature, which is crazy amazing. Crazy amazing. Degxify is already a beast, in my opinion, because there's no product doing what we are doing right now. There's no product doing the crazy amount of numbers we are doing in terms of profits. There's no product that will actually provide liquidity for you and even rebalance. You guys really don't know how very, very technical it is rebalancing with your hand. There's no product doing it, but then Degxify is doing it. Yeah. So Degxify has actually made me loads of money. I remember sharing my screen the other day, which I will still share. Degxify has made me thousands of dollars, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in the past few months. And I'll be demonstrating how you can actually replicate this same thing that I have done. You get so, and if you're happy to see what I'm here to show you, let me, just to be sure that everybody's still here with me, let me see. Okay, everybody knows what I'm about to say. Yeah, so let me see you spam the love emoji. Spam the love emoji. Yeah, and remember, don't forget, make sure to invite someone in here, because today is going to actually be very, very amazing. So I'll be sharing my screen with you guys and showing you a couple of really wonderful things. And there's so much technique. There's so much that a lot of us don't know you can use Degxify to do. And we've discovered that Degxify is more than just what the eye sees. Yeah, so give me a second and I'll share my screen. I'm going to have to mute my.
Mr. Stephen, are you still there? Because we can't see your screen and we can't hear you either. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Okay. I said I'm about to send a message to you now. Yeah, give me a second. Okay. I think it's resolved. Okay. So I'm about to share my screen now. Guys, give me a second. Give me just a second. Good. So let's go. So I'm about sharing screen. How do I share? Share screen. Okay. Good. I believe everybody can see my screen. Just before I get to yeah. So welcome everybody. So I'll be walking everybody through Dexify, and just in case you didn't know, there's loads of things you can do here on Dexify. For those who don't really know, there's loads of things you can do here on Dexify. One of my, and I'll tell you about my most exciting feature here. You get. And first of all, let's give, like, I know I can't see the screen, or like, let's palm the love emoji for the technical team for putting up such a very sweet UI. Like, we have one of the smoothest UIs I've seen in a really long while. So let's put up a love emoji for the technical team for putting up this. I would not be spending much of your time. I'll just be taking 10 minutes. I think I have like 5 more minutes. You get. So now this is the homepage, and if you click on more, you see something really new, which I'll talk about later on. Now, which is the degen feature. Good. So you will see that you have the degen feature, and another thing you can see here is the pools. The pools. Now I'll tell you some. Now you see that some things have really changed. Some things have changed to let you guys know that some things have changed to be able to allow people like our users, you guys, to be able to provide liquidity with knowledge of what is happening on Dex Screener. Now, you can see, now you can see something like US Dodge slash Sol. Let's say for those who want to work manually, you get, for those who want to work manually, you can see that it's showing low liquidity and not on Meteor, and that already points this pool as a red flag. I don't know if you get my point. So Dexify is exposing now. Dexify now properly exposes all of the pools that are present on Solana. It properly exposes them so that you can be able to know, oh, these are the pools I shouldn't go to. These are the pools to avoid. I'm saying this right now, just so everybody is going to be very aware. And now you can now have the idea of like, okay, these are the pools I should go into. Now, obviously, you have to skip all of these ones with low liquidity and try out something like, there's now a filter, right? You can now filter by volume. Now, before I get into this thing, I want you guys to know something. When you're providing liquidity, two of the key things I would love for you to, what do you call it? I would love for you to put or have in mind is volume and fees. You get, and now the technical team has cooked something where it is things like this are now identified in English. You can now know, okay, this one is low liquidity, this one is not on Meteora, this is what to avoid, and it just gives you better expertise when you're using Dexify. Now, so now let's work with volume. You can see like now this USD Dodge slash so. This is not a pool you will want to get into. You'll be looking out for big numbers and also looking out for scores, high scores. Do you understand what I mean? So now when you come to fees, this is another thing you want to look out for. Do you get me? So you can see that bag slash soul. This looks pretty decent for me because the TVL is like 72,000, which is decent. It has a volume of 87K, which I do not think I might want to go into. So you would be looking for maybe something with a higher volume. And yeah, so that's basically it. Now, the there's also a filter right now for scores that now shows you that now scores all the pools based on how well they are performing, how effective they are performing. You get now. So I hope you guys have a better picture. I think the next speaker is going to um the next speaker is going to come here and expatiate a lot more on more of these things. And also, so the bots basically is the same. So um I told you we now have one of my most exciting features. I have two exciting features here. One of them, which is the degen feature, the copy degen feature, and another one, which is the copy LP feature. Now, what is the copy degen feature and what is the copy LP feature? Now, the copy degen feature, first of all, lets you copy people who are making extremely good degen trades on Solana. So you won't be left out. You won't be having situations where maybe Trump is trending and you didn't catch it. Even when you are, even when you are not present, even when you are not
Well, Mr.
present.
Stephen, so you have extra 2 minutes to summarize so that the next speaker can come up.
Okay. So even when you are not, even when you are not present, even when you are not present, like when a coin has launched, you won't be hearing things like, let's say you bought this coin yesterday, you would have been a millionaire yesterday. Now, this is this feature you're seeing, this degen feature is one of the banger features that I would love to see people try out and share their testimonies. The next feature is the copy. Okay, like let's explore the um. Oh, sorry, give me a second. So another one is the copy LP feature, which lets you copy from very great liquidity provision people who are providing liquidity, top liquidity provision people on chain, and that has yielded a lot. So I think I'll stop here and hand the mic over to Mr. Caleb, who would come and talk a lot more. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And
All right. I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, can you spin the love emoji immediately? Okay, I can see a couple of love emojis, meaning that you can hear me. Just before Mr. Caleb come on board to speak to us, I want to just say some few things to us. First, I want to let us know that for those who don't know, Dexify is working strictly behind the scene um, on a couple of amazing features. Now, we have to put a halt on the European features for the benefit of our users, because first we think about our users before any other thing. Why many users want actually, like, people really want us to open the features. If I see a lot of people on my DM, on the comment sections and everywhere, who are literally uh, pleading that some of these features are open. Now, it's better that some of these features are closed until you can be able to maximize them than we opening it without you understanding that we've been working on some features to upgrade some features. Now, the LP features, all the LP features have been on the maintenance mode because we are upgrading them. We can see some of the upgrades are already amazing. Now, some of the things Sifon was trying to show you that you can see, we discovered before now that we are filtering. We have, when you want to provide liquidity, you can provide liquidity on established pools. Let me just share my screen just a minute so that I will be able to expatiate on this before our next speaker come on board. Just a minute. I don't know if you. I'm trying to share my screen now. In the next 1 minute. So some of those changes are so very important, and why a lot of persons Want us? Okay, amazing. Now, let me just start from here. Okay, I don't. So if you can see my screen, can you spin the love emoji, please? I'm sharing my screen already. Just spin the love emoji. Okay, I can see a lot of love emoji. Now, Sifon was here. Now, if you look here closely, you can see that we've been able to do something very important here. Here we have M push, which I talked earlier in our last training, which is material push. We have, and this D push, which is Digim push or desk cleaner push, and we have established push. Now, the M pools are basically pools that are scored on Metura directly, which is our biggest. Metura is, of course, arguably the biggest DEX LPing platform in the world. And why M pools are very much established, most of them are established, some of them are mixed with DEX pools or Digim pools. It's important to understand that in providing liquidity, why someone can provide liquidity with $100 and make X dollar, for example, as profit, and let's say make $5 as profit, and somebody else use the same capital to make 100% of 100% profit. The difference is in the activities happening in that particular pool. Some pools don't have activities. Some desk cleaner pools get robbed. So what we have been building behind the scene is a way that Dexify can automatically detect pools that have the potentials of being robbed. So when a coin gets robbed, of course, automatically the pool is robbed. All the pools attached to that coin are robbed. And when a coin gets robbed, what happened? People has pulled off liquidity from that coin. And when people pull off liquidity from that coin, automatically, everybody who have liquidity in one of the pairs can be able to sell again. So what Dexify has done right now is that Dexify is building an auto-detect bot that works inside Dexify app to automatically detect pools that has the possibility of getting robbed and avoid it from users. So you won't provide liquidity and discover that, oh, your capital has gone down or it's going down drastically, because that is why if you see here, you can see some of these coins have low liquidity. Some of them are not in Matura. Even the ones with Matura have low liquidity. You can see some of them that have, you can see their scores is changing every 5 minutes. You can see their score, and it's fetching directly from desk cleaner, because what gives you money is where there is volume. You make money where there is volume. You make money where there is fee. Where there is volume simply means that people are buying and selling. Volume is a combination of buying and selling. Once people are buying and selling, you are making profit. And because you're making profit before people are buying and selling, what if people begin to sell and they're no longer buying? That means the coin is dumping. You are still earning fees, but you are earning fees in the volatile token. So all these things have been put into consideration, and we're building this auto-detect bot and so many other things added to it. We've been building the copy engine to be the #1 in the world. We have a lot of, some few copy engine features that are currently existing in the world right now. But Dexify is positioning its copy engine feature to be #1. Auto-detect, sniping, accuracy, 100/100. And a lot of tester features have gone down, and it has been seemingly amazing. We have to remove some of the features from the public until we are done. So I want to let us know before the next speaker come to train us, that the reason why some of the LP features was halted for a while is not because the bot is not doing what it's supposed to do. Extremely amazing. Like the bundling features, all the features that we promised has been delivered completely and is currently working amazingly well. But we decided that there is need for some of these features to be added. Because even though we are bundling transaction right now, we are doing so many things already. That means your rebalancing is automatically working and it's working perfectly well. There is still need that you get into. In fact, the biggest way to make money in liquidity provision faster than anything is getting into the right pool. Forget the strategy. If you like, use any strategy. If you like, use curve. You are using bid-ask. You are using curve. Any strategy you use, and you are not in the right pool, you are wasting your time. So the most important thing, we've been investing our time for a long time in the strategy instead of in the pools. And when we discover that the pools are more important than the strategy, we went back on the drawing board. And that is the reason why when we're supposed to open up the European features for the public again, it was halted for a while so that these features can filter up perfectly pool. You see this pool section, it's going to be a continuous work in progress, even as we are European continue, because a lot of things are behind in the pool section. We're already filtering by so many things to make sure that the pools that will deliver profit. Over here, so someone here, Siphon speaking to us, has turned $15 to over $225,000. In fact, 250, but the coin depreciated a little bit. $15 turned to $225,000. Now, when we say some of these things, why I stopped talking about testimonies and all that of how much you've made and everything is because people want to buy into the business hearing your testimonies, and that is a wrong ideology. You should get into the business understanding the business itself you are getting into. Understanding that, of course, this is going to be a business that is going to help you make money, build wealth, but understand what the business, how it functions, understand the functionalities, understand the models, understand every single thing about the business. So the next speaker is going to come right now to train us on how, these features work. He's going to walk you through step by step every single thing you need to know, and how you can start providing liquidity with withbDegxifi, positioning yourself to be, on a very much safe mood, making profits consistently, and everything you need to know about withbDegxifi and the area that he's going to be concentrating on. He's going to actually concentrate on those areas, and then train us on how to maximize opportunities in those areas. So I also want to say that we are currently having this month, June. For those who will join us late, once again, I want to say Happy New Month because I said that when we started, but some people joined us late. We are going to be doing a lot of training this month. This month is basically training. It's going to be training, and features are going to be open very soon for all of us to begin to use. As soon as we are done with the accurate bot, we are integrating some bot sessions inside this app. So once we are done with this, you're going to open it so that we can get best results. So you understand that the weight, worth it, and worth it way, way, way more. It's actually worth it. So I want us to put more of our attention in learning. We're not going to stop teaching. We have a lot of things that are coming up. There are some things I can't even say right now because it seems swelly. I want to announce it when it's done. Like crazy features, guys, crazy features. I said, you see, this year we have done 6 months down already, close to it. The remaining 6 months, we are going to build real wealth this year. This year is going to be that year you've been dreaming of. Yeah, the other months that have gone might not look like it, but just watch what happens here after. And going forward, watch the things that are going to be happening in this community. You are in the right community, and this is the place you are going to build that wealth you've been longing for and you've been patterning for. All you need to do is consistently attend Zoom meetings. You've gotten your D protocols. You've been part of the family already. You've been part of the community. Don't sit down and say, no, come and join the mentorship trainings. Come and join the trainings. We have a lot in the pipeline waiting for you. I mean, not giving you value in terms of knowledge alone, but knowledge that translates to money, that gives you value that is real wealth creation. Okay? That is what you're going to be getting this month. All right, Mr. Caleb, I don't know if you can hear me, so you can be able to pick up from where I stop right now. Can you hear me? Mr. Caleb. So if you guys can still hear me and you are excited, can you spin the love emoji, please? Mr. Caleb,
Yeah.
your mic and your
Yeah.
video is
Okay.
on, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. I think it should work now.
Please turn off your video and turn it again because we can't see you. Okay, we
Okay.
can see you now. We can see you now.
All right. Can you see me now?
Turn it on again. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Boss Gideon. Thank you very, very much for this opportunity. So, good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to this training. A very warm welcome to this training. And for you to know that this community is the best community you can ever be in. Like, let me give you an example. You cannot go anywhere and the community or the company actually gives trainings for free. You cannot get any training as valuable as this one for free. Like we are literally just giving trainings for free and you don't have to pay anything for these trainings. But here's one thing. Here's one thing I need you to pay. I need you to pay attention. If we are not collecting anything from you, we just want you to pay attention. Because right now, I'm gonna be sharing my screen. I'm gonna go completely detailed about this the whole platform, the Dexify platform. I'm going to go detailed about the pools, about like basically everything that has been on your mind. I'm going to explain them one after the other, both the manual, both the autonomy. I'm going to demonstrate how to open a position with autonomy. I'm going to demonstrate how to open a position using the manual method. Like I'm going to even show you so much features, even the ones we're actually working on. Like Boss Gideon said, the copy DGen for now has been halted because we're actually improving on it. You could actually check out the screen share he actually made. You would see that some features on the pools has been elevated. Some things has been changed for the benefit of our users. We have been listening to you guys. We have completely been listening to you guys. Don't think that Dexify have not been listening to you. We value you guys a lot. All right. Without wasting much of our time, let me just share my screen here. Give me some time to share my screen. All right. From now on, you will begin seeing my screen. Can you see my screen now? Can anybody see my screen? I just want to confirm. If you can see my screen, please, can you please just drop the love emoji? I don't know.
We can see your screen.
All right. I just needed to confirm. Okay. All right. So let's just delve straight into what we have today. So you can see the DGen. Okay, just for some of us that actually thinks that this responsiveness is not the same with that of your mobile phone or your Android phone. You're expecting the menu to be right here on your mobile phone. No, that is not how it works. That's not responsiveness actually works. So if you want to get this menu, it's actually called the bottom navigation on your device, and you're gonna see it at the bottom. You understand? So don't actually compare but I'm actually using a PC, so it's going to be a little bit different with that of your device. All right. So let me just head over to I'm going to head over to the Discover page here, so you understand and you see exactly what is going on in the Discover page. You can see like what Boss Gideon said. You can see that this pool is not on Meteora. Okay, first let me just start with the Meteora pools. That is the main pools, the DGen pools, and the established. So the default here is the DGen pools, and then we have the established, which is basically the stable pools. You could actually make a lot of money from the stable pools. You could actually make a lot of money from the DGen pools. Please, could you please stop writing on the screen? I don't know how to restrict someone writing on the screen for now. All right, just please stop writing on the screen. It's distracting. All right. All right, moving forward, you can see this pool is not on Meteora, and we don't want to have anything to do with that. Because the reason this was added by the technical team, the reason this was added by the developers was because we actually listened to you guys, and then we needed something that is that comes with a lot of value. So that is the reason we made everything completely detailed, so you'll be able to see it in real time. All right, we're going to skip this one just for you to know that everything here is being mirrored from the desk screener. All right, so I'm just going to head over to Deskscreener here, and you're going to see that a lot of these are being mirrored here on Deskscreener. The last 1 hour, you can see USD, US Dodge stroke Sol. You could actually see it here. US Dodge stroke Sol wobbling, so Solana Life, that basically mirrored. Everything is just mirrored from Deskscreener. We just wanted to make sure that Dexify actually releases a lot of value to you users. You understand? All right. So just for you to know, I just want to make everything clear because I said I was going to go into details. All right. Because if you check, there are most pools that are not here on our own here. The reason is that this is what they call dead pools in liquidity provision. The dead pool simply means these are pools that have lost this liquidity. Most of these pools that are called dead pools are pools that there are no active buying and selling in those pools. So the LPers, the traders have drifted out of that pool into some other pool for some reason I know nothing about, but those are called dead pools, and we have filtered them all off of Dexify. You cannot see any dead pool on Dexify. All right. So, all right. I'm going to try to open a position so you see in real time. You can see this one has low liquidity, so we're not delving into it. You can see the TVL here is actually, I'm going to just zoom this a little so you can see the TVL here is what we mean by the low liquidity. It has $2K worth of liquidity. So we're not delving into this because we don't know exactly what's going to happen in this pool. So we just made everything detailed so you'll be able to see in real time. All right. So once we talk about the TVL, the total value locked is just the value, the total value that is in a particular pool. So we're going to skip this. We're going to go for the one that has, let's say 3. So it's actually decent. You can see it has the fire emoji here trending on Deskscreener rank 6. All right, we're going to click on this one here. Let me just zoom a little bit backwards. You can see the TVL is $139,000. The volume here, it has done in 24 hours only. It has done $1.01 million, and the fees earned in 24 hours is massive, is 15.4K. All right, this actually looks like something we want to put our liquidity into. Fine. All right, you can see it comes with so much details. You see 30 minutes here. In 30 minutes window, it has done in volume 24.1K, and then in fees it has done 416, and then in yield it has done 29%. So this is very detailed. You could actually go through all these just in case you just want to go through them. All right, you can see the liquidity composition on 3 side. You can see that of SO, you can see that of 3 side. All right, that you know, the 3 is the base token, and then the SOL is actually the quote token. That is the 3 is the token X, the SOL is the token Y. All right, so we're going to open a position here. We're going to scroll downwards and then we click on open position here. All right, you can see the different presets. So this preset comes with specific pools. Depending on each pool, you want to select a particular preset. Genuinely, for me, I actually go with the one that has low risks. You can see Fortress here has low risks. It has 69 beans, and then Steady has 35 beans low. We don't want to choose these ones that will probably just kick you out of range. You're going to fall out of range like very, very soon because they basically have 20 beans, 12 beans, 6 beans, exceptionally risky, 10 beans, 12 beans, 18 beans, 35 beans. We just want to go for the ones that are a little higher and the ones that are completely high, like Quantum Curve and then basically Steady that has 35 beans. So for me, I actually go for Steady. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to use Steady. All right. Just know that every single one of these presets are very, very okay depending on the pool. Like I said, it depends solely on the pool you want to provide your liquidity into. Don't look at these other ones as redundant. Don't look at these other ones as not important, as you're gonna take them with complete inutility, nugatory. So we're just, all of these ones here are very, very good depending on your strategy. So I'm gonna use Steady here. Click on use Steady. and then I'm going to deposit. Let's just, because I'm going to test run the autonomy for you to see how it actually works in real time. So I'm going to use, let's use $15 here to open for this pool. Let's just, all right. We're going to set your reward target. We already know what the reward target actually means. Reward target for traders, they call it the take profit. They call it the take profit. But for liquidity provision on Dexify, it's called the reward target. So we're going to set a reward target to 10%. I'm going to leave the capital guard as it is, and then review position. All right. So it's getting its code. So it's going to take some time. All right. Okay. Create position. You can see the details. You can see the details. The strategy spot, beans 35, reward targets 10%, and basically a lot of details. And we're going to create a position now. All right. We're going to give you some time to create. You can see. All right. All right. Okay, just in case you go through, like I said, position creation is currently disabled. And then you could actually, most times, a lot of us run into these issues. You can see that your USDC is safe and nothing was actually charged. No single thing was actually charged for you. I don't know if you understand. So let's just look for another pool. And most of these things comes with is ups and downs, because the pools might actually have, because there's what they call slippage. Because when the bot actually does his swapping, the slippage you actually set is the slippage tolerance. Simply means this is exactly where I want, maybe once the token goes high in volatility, this is exactly where I want it not to go far against. I don't know if you understand. So once that happens, the bot will not actually create a position for you because of slippage tolerance. You can look that up. So we are going to select another pool here. All right, let's look for Troll. I like Troll. Troll is very good. All right, I like Troll. Let's click on Troll here. You know, these tokens are quite volatile and they go up and down, because the reason we want to provide liquidity into these tokens is because there are buyers and sellers. There are a lot of buyers and there are a lot of sellers. And so we want to make fees. So the more they buy, the more the token like goes up, and the volatility is quite crazy. So let's see if the slippage tolerance is going to let us open this one. All right. We're still going to use steady here. Use steady. All right. Let me just increase it to 20. All right. Give me some time. 20 here. Review position. Let's go. All right. Create position. I hope slippage tolerance is not actually coming. Okay. Deploying liquidity, confirming on Solana. All right, now the position has been created. Like I said before, the issue was slippage tolerance. All right, so we're going to go to view portfolio here, and we're going to see exactly how our position is actually doing in the meantime. All right, this is our position here 18 seconds ago. I'm going to, please stop writing on the screen, please. How can I restrict someone who is writing? Please just delete everything you've written. Thank you very much. All right. So now this is exactly how the position is doing, and everything is coming straight from Meteora. It's in details. Like this thing is detailed. You can actually see your fees, the fees that has been claimed already, just 0.25, because I just opened it 23 seconds ago, and now the preset here is 30. So basically this is very, very okay. You've seen how to open a position manually, and now you can just monitor your position. The reason you're able to open this position seamlessly is because of Dexify. Dexify is an automated system that helps you provide liquidity. You can see it did the whole swapping from USDC. It swapped into SOL, swapped into the base token, swapped into, like, it went through a lot of bundling before it actually landed on Meteora, before it actually provided you with the liquidity. So that is just that. With the manual method here, you could actually replicate what I've actually done. So we're going to leave this to run for a while. See, another thing I want to tell you is that most of us actually get very greedy when it comes to liquidity provision. You could actually set your reward target to 10%. And basically, if you watch your position, if you're very careful enough, you watch your position. Once your position enters in profit, please do not get greedy. Do not get greedy for any reason. The liquidity providers don't get greedy. We are not greedy people. All right. So you just close the position once you hit, once you enter profit, be it 1%, 2%, 3%, whatsoever percentage, just take out your liquidity. That is exactly what I've been doing recently. That is the reason I actually made up to $135 today. I know most of you guys are going to say it's very small, but it's not small for me. Liquidity providers don't get greedy. Please bear that in mind. All right, we just move over to the autonomy bot here. You click on the bot section. You can see the bot section here. Just click on it. All right, you can see autonomy bot. All right, just to make this clear, you can, if you check the in the bot page, you see the autonomy and then you see the copy LP feature here. All right, so this copy LP feature has currently been disabled. Reason being that we are working on trying to improve its durability. So we are actually hearing what you guys are saying. So we bear you guys in mind. So that is the reason we are making all these upgrades. That is the reason we are going through all these upgrades, paying for a lot of APIs and stuff just because of you guys. And that is the reason our trainings are completely free. You cannot get this kind of value anywhere else, I must confess. All right. Now, without wasting much of your time, once you come, just for a beginner, once you come to the autonomy bot section, you're going to see increased spending limit here. Let me just zoom this a little bit. Increased spending limit here. You're going to see increased spending limit here. That is set spending limit, not increase actually, because you just came into the system. All right. Now you're going to set your spending limit. But before you do that, it's going to prompt you to actually swap to USDC. And then basically you're going to have like at least $1 or so just for transaction fees. Normally, on blockchain, you have to pay transaction fees and stuff. All right. So once you set your spending limit, then you are good to go. But bear in mind that your spending limits have to actually come when you've actually linked your wallet. All right. So once you've set your spending limit, like I've set my spending limit, this is how much I set my spending limit so I don't have to come back here again every single time to keep increasing spending limit and stuff. All right. Now, before we'd actually turn this on, we'll just scroll down a little bit just to make sure that we have everything set and all the presets are in order. All right. Now you can see the strategy preset here. Okay, let me first of all talk about the pool class lock. All right. You can see the pool class lock here. Let me just zoom a little. You see, restrict the bot to a single pool class. You could basically select any. You could select the established or you could select the DGen. Any one of them is actually good. Now the established, you can see blue chip plus stable pairs only, deep TVL, low IL, that's impermanence loss, slow movers. That is for the stable coin. You can see the DGen, meme coins plus freshly launched pairs, high volatility, high fee yield. So you can make a lot of money using the DGen. You can make a lot of money using the DGen. And then for the established, you can make a lot of money also using the established. But bear in mind that the established is basically like a long time something. Like you're gonna have to wait for like maybe a year or maybe 6 months because it is stable. Boss Gideon has spoken about this already, so I don't have to start round tripping. All right. Now I'm gonna select any here, and then this strategy preset here, which LP strategy the bot uses for new positions. So for me, I actually picked flow because I actually use, I'm actually test running the whole stuff. Every single one of these strategies are very, very, like I said before, I've said this again and I'm saying it again. Every single one of these strategies are completely decent. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on auto here. All right, let me zoom out a little. And then you can see bot settings here, input token. Basically, this input token is exactly what the bot is going to use. It's what the bot recognizes. This is the token the bot recognizes to open positions for you or maybe do the swaps for you and stuff. This is the token the bot recognizes. So you have to, that is the reason most of our support team will actually tell you to please swap your funds into USDC. If you have maybe USDT, you have to swap it into USDC only to provide liquidity. Only to provide liquidity. So if you want to fund your assets, I just want to make this clear. I've been getting a lot of reports. So if you want to fund your assets, you have to fund your assets with USDT, and the network is going to be SOL, Solana. The network is going to be Solana. But if you want to provide liquidity, these are two different things. You have to have your USDC. All right. Moving forward, now we're going to set the amount per position. It's actually presetted here to $15. So you could basically increase it to 100 depending on how much you have. So I'm going to set it to 10 because I want to open like 3 positions, as you can see here. So I'll set it to 10, and then positions, max open positions here, concurrent positions at a time. I'm going to set it to 3 here. All right. And then the daily spending limit. Let me explain what this daily spending limit means. So the daily spending limit is the total cap of the amount you're going to spend in a particular day. The amount you're going to spend in a particular day. So the bot, you're basically telling the bot that this is how much I want to spend this particular day. So if it exceeds this amount that I've actually set it to, the bot's not going to open new positions for me. The bot will be like, all right, you've limited me to only $5,000. I'm going to stay at that cap. All right. So now I've set mine to $5,000, and then, all right, we just keep moving forward. The reward strategy, you can see mine is set to as 5%. And I basically watch the bot as he's making his, as it provides liquidity and how everything is going. So like I said, liquidity providers don't get greedy. You could basically set it to as 1%. It is fine. You can set it to as 0.5. It is fine. It is completely fine. All right. Depending on how you want it, but do not get greedy whatsoever. All right. So our capital guard, we're going to leave it turned off for now. Reason being that because we selected any here. Let me show you where we selected any. So the bots could go ahead and pick the DG pools, and then because of its nature in volatility, then it might actually go very down, and then I'm going to hit a capital guard, and it will be like I've actually lost the money. I've not actually lost the money because I can be very assured that because of volatility, everything is going to come back up. I don't know if you understand. If you've been into blockchain and then been into DGen trading and stuff, you know that once it comes down, it can still go back up. So we are not setting any capital guard on here. All right. Now, deposit strategy here, you can see the quote only. Like I said, I was talking about the quote only. That is the quote only is the base Y. Why the volatile side is the base X. Don't know if you understand. Now, the quote only is the stable coin. Now, the base only is the volatile side. That is the unstable coin, the one with high volatility. All right, we're going to set it to two-sided. You could actually set it to only providing liquidity on SOL or maybe the stable token, or you could basically set it. I'm not even going to advise you to set it to this because you can see it's not something you want to do because it's quite volatile. All right, we're going to set it two-sided because we want to be earning fees both on the quote token and then on the base token. That is the the base X and the base Y. All right. Now we're gonna leave the pool quality here because it's already selected for us. You can see 250 minimum total value locked, and then the 24-hour volume recommended $25,000. All right, we're gonna skip this. It's already presetted for us. Now, once we've set all of these, we're gonna scroll back up a little, and then we're gonna turn on bots. We're gonna turn on the autonomy bot here. You can see bots activated. Bot activated. Now, the bot is scanning all parts of the market. It's scanning every kind of pool. I'm going to show you the scan here. Click on scan here. You can see the bot just scanned. You can see the bot just scanned now, 93 pools, 93 pools. You can see that. And it has opened a position for me automatically. The bot does this scanning, and then because it's automated, it actually does checks and balances. It checks this pool. What exactly does this user want? Is this pool okay for me to provide liquidity in and stuff like it? It goes through a lot of checks, checking a lot of pools just to make sure that your value, your capital is completely safe. All right. Now, a position has been opened for me. I'm going to go back to the positions here. All right. All right, this see the position that has been opened 47 seconds ago. Asteroid. So I'm going to zoom in a little. You can see it just got opened 54 seconds ago. 54 seconds ago. All right, I'm going to go back to the bot section here. All right, you can see the next scan is going to start in less than 4 seconds, like in less than 4 minutes. Don't know if you understand. So if you want the bots to actually scan very quickly, you could actually do it manually. You click on scan here. The reason the bot is actually giving time is because, you know, most times the pools, like if you check on desk screener, they have like 1 hour gap, they have like 5 minutes gap, they have like 3 minutes gap and stuff like that. So the bot is actually waiting to see if there will be a change in the, please stop writing on the screen, please. If there will be a change in the pools, because most pools actually take over the rest, take over the one that is in front. Like in ranking, most pools actually do a lot of volumes in just few hours. All right. So the bots actually, you can see that if you scroll down, you can see it has actually scanned 93 pools again. So this is what it does. It opens a lot of positions for you automatically and atomically. When I talk about atomically, I'm talking about every transaction is being done at once. Like Bosgideon said, nothing is done sequentially. Again, we've migrated from sequential transactions to bundling of transactions. We now bundle transactions. The bot now bundles transactions. There is no sequential transactions. So that is it for the bot. So I'm going to show you that you can probably close a position anytime you want and everything would go back into your wallet. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this position for the sake of this video, because basically we do not have time again. Let me just check the time here. All right. We do not have time again. I'm going to go ahead and close this position just for you to see. All right. Closing position. You know, most of the times these things come to slippage. Like I said, it's now slippage. We are running to slippage issue, slippage tolerance. You can see slippage tolerance. So that is one thing with Digim pools. They go up and down so fast. And then you run into slippage tolerance. You cannot close the position because it has already been presetted. The bots do not want you to lose your funds. That is the reason it throws an error, refusing to close the position at that particular time. All right. What you have to do is keep trying. Let's see if the slippage tolerance actually goes into your own favor. All right. You're going to keep trying. All right. Let's keep trying. Returning to wallet. All right. Now the position has been closed. I always tell a lot of people that once you see an error, it doesn't mean that Degxify has an issue. It doesn't really mean that. It doesn't even mean that. It doesn't. These are, if you can look this up, the next meeting we're going to talk about all these terms, slippage tolerance and stuff. Most of you guys might have not heard of these terms. So that is just basically it for the pools today on the autonomy and the manual. So let's go back to the discover. I'm going to talk about the established category here. Click on the established.
Caleb, please, can you stop sharing your screen and share again? Because some people are writing on the screen so that it will be clear.
Okay, let me just
stop sharing and share again.
Okay.
And please, guys, let's stop writing on the screen, please.
All right. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? I don't know if somebody can see.
Yeah, the screen is visible. Go ahead.
All right. All right. So you can see autonomy opened a new position. So the autonomy actually keeps opening a position for you. Let's go back to the bot here. The autonomy keeps opening a position. You can see 3 positions opened now. You can see that clearly. Until you turn this off, the autonomy bot will keep opening a position for you. So see this exactly how it works. I need to talk about this a little because this is very excellent. This is very massive. So this is how it works. Every position that automatically closes for you in reward targets or that is manually closed, the bot detects it and then triggers another reopening strategy. I don't know if you understand. It triggers another reopening strategy. Immediately the position closes, it opens another one for you. So you're not running out of positions anytime soon. It's just something that is done automatically at a very given time. And it does all these checks. Like I said, Degxify is really the best because this bot does every kind of checks. Every kind of check. It checks the pool, checks where it's how and when to provide liquidity using your capital. All this is done in less than a second. All this is done in less than a second. You can see it opened 3 positions for me atomically. All right. So I'm going to go to the positions here. So let's just refresh. We can see 3 positions here, but it's not populating here. So we just refresh. I have like an issue with my internet here. All right. Internet is back. So you can see the 3 positions are showing very clearly. You can see them showing very, very clearly. So once a position closes, the bot automatically opens a new position for you. So let me just go back to the Discover page here because I want to talk about the established pools. All right, click on the established pools here. Let's just wait for it to populate. All right, now these established pools are simply the stable pools. You can release them to as the stable pools. All right, you can see Trump USDC, you can see USDT, you can see Sol USDC, Hype USDC. So, all right, let me just explain this further. Let me just click on Sol USDC here so you understand exactly what this does. So, in the past 24 hours, it has made up to 7.8K. That is to tell you how stable this token is. Now, check the TVL, 5.5 million total value locked. You can see, and it's just making only 7.8K in 24 hours. Sorry, that is because this token, these established pools, these are stable pools, and they are completely stable. They are slow movers. So if you want to make if you want to make a lot of profits, you have to use the Degen, or if you want to make a lot of profit also, you have to use the stable pools. All of them are quite good depending on how long you want to stay in the market. All right. So you can see JUPUSD stroke USDC. You can see Penguin USDC, a lot of stable pools here. So you can select, you can go back. Let's just go back to the main pools here. All right. Everything is going to change. So all these are completely different kind of pools. All these are completely different kind of pools. You can see these material pools here. You can see all of them here. You can see if you go to the Degen pools, everything is populating as it should. So we're going to click on the fees here, and it's going to revamp based on how it's being sorted. So it's sorted by fees now. You can see 2K fees, 8, 6, 5, 3. So this is being sorted according to ranking and hierarchy. So this one actually has the highest fees in 1 hour. You can see the total value. So you could basically sort Degxify pools to whatsoever you like. It's shown here already. So let's sort it by age. Age is going to tell you how long this pool has been, how far this pool has been, how good this pool has been. You can see. Okay, we sort this by age now. It's displaying the age based on its volume. You can see that based on its volume, it displays its age. All right, we look at the TVL here. It's going to sort this ranking based on the TVL. Like everything is completely accurate here on Degxify. The reason we're actually doing this, the reason we're actually making this good upgrades is because we've been listening to you guys. We need you guys to get a lot of value from Degxify. Degxify is a very, very excellent robot, an excellent AI. If you are not using Degxify, you are really missing out on providing liquidity. Liquidity provision is basically the best form of business anybody that is into Web3 or blockchain can actually do as of now. All right. So like I said before, like Bosgideon said before, now the Degen part is actually undergoing an upgrade. And if you check because a lot of us must have checked, you can see it's not going to populate because we are already going through an update. We've actually restricted the copy Degen for now. All right, because we are trying to make things work according to how it's supposed to. All right, so let's go back to our positions here. We can leave these positions for like a long time. For me, I leave my positions for approximately 3 to 5 days. Because providing liquidity is not something that you just do in just a day and you just go to sleep. You have to provide liquidity, and you know you've provided liquidity. It's called providing liquidity for a reason. You're providing for traders. You're not coming there to just give them and then so you just earn fees and you run away. No. You're providing, it's just basically like you're providing for those who want. You're not providing for yourself. Just remove the mindset that you're coming here to get very rich in a matter of seconds. No, that's not how liquidity or Dexify actually works. Dexify is not a get rich quick scheme. That's not how liquidity provision works. You provide liquidity and you leave it for some time for it to gather its fees. You are making money from fees. Dexify is not paying you for any reason. Dexify is not paying you. What you are earning is fees. I need to make this very clear so there's no misconception whatsoever. All right. So you can see that all these positions have been opened and they were opened using the autonomy bot. I would advise anybody actually using the manual method now to switch over to the autonomy bot. You can go to the store or page. You can see how to switch. You get your deep run automatically. You have switched to the autonomy bot. All right. So that I think will be all for today because we're already running out of time. I don't know. I don't know if Boss Gideon is still around.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you that it's almost time. I was about opening my mic to tell you that it's time already, but you've ended. So thank you so much, Caleb, for that wonderful explicit training. So guys, just to make an announcement before we close, that for now, the GDP futures is going to be open, but not tonight and not today, because we are still finalizing on the bot functionalities that we mentioned earlier. And this is for the benefit of every one of us. It's open for, those that use the bot when we are in the beta testing phase. So if you got access to the bot during the beta testing phase, you can just go ahead and use it. You don't need to do anything. It's automatically open for you. If you got the bot either when we did app beta testing phase or when we did bot beta testing phase, you can go ahead and use the bot. And because we are not going back to beta testing phase, but we are testing some of the new functionalities that were added. However, every other functionalities is you can get access to the Dexify, get your D protocol or whatever you want. You can do every single thing inside Dexify feature. Only the LP features and functions are not open. And the copy engine is going to be as well live alongside with the LP functionalities, the autonomous board, the badge LP, the copy LP, and the manual method. And we are, of course, you can see the improvement already done in the manual method. So hopefully, we hope that in a couple of hours from now, that the dev will conclude every single thing they are doing. We are not doing migration. We are only improving functionalities of the bot, so that every one of us will maximize profit. Liquidity provision remains the fastest way, the most powerful way to build consistent wealth, to earn money, earn fees, leveraging in the Web3 market, in the cryptocurrency market, not trading because you're making money from traders. No other business will give you the kind of money you will make with liquidity provision. But you need to understand how it functions and you need to use it properly well. So our mentorship trainings continues every Wednesdays and every Fridays. Private mentorship training for only those that have gotten their D protocol is going to be consistent this time around. And this month of June, we are not playing. It's half of the year already, and we are taking everything very serious. And our daily classes continues. Tomorrow by 9 p.m. again, we're going to be having training. Any day we can decide to have a recorded training version and send to the group, and we announced it earlier. So before the reopening, we are going to drop part 2 and the part 3 of the training that we initially dropped the part 1. We already dropped the part 1. We have done part 2 and part 3, and they are being edited right now, and it's going to be dropped. Immediately they are dropped. So the bot functionalities, we are going to open the LP function so you can continue LPing using Dexify. So guys, expect the amazing features that are being built up already in Dexify. It's for our own good. And trust me when I said that this is the best place and this is the best machine to build consistent wealth. For all those people who probably are in a haste, don't be in a haste to make money. Trust me when I say this is the place it's happening. You're gonna build, you're gonna make that money, that dream, that cap you have, even the challenge you have in the private mentorship training. Systems, we are gonna make that money, but we want to do it the right way and using the right tools. And we are already mapping up everything very well. Thank you so much, every one of you, for being in tonight's class. See you guys by 9 p.m. tomorrow. Hopefully, I hope that we are the devil are done with everything before then, and everything is open by then. See you guys by 9 p.m. If you enjoyed this class, kindly spin the love emoji. Let me see you, everyone spinning the love emoji. If you are done, if you enjoyed the session, can you spin the love emoji? Yes, someone can. Amazing, amazing. Someone can get the bot. I can see a lot of people currently spinning the love emoji. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Chinedu, Richard, Mbede, Eze, John, Christiana. I love you, Felix. Thank you so much, and God bless you. See you guys tomorrow.